250 years ago on this day, the siege of Boston ended.
Whoa. Oh, we're finally going now. Jeez, it only took us a week. My God. It took so long to get out of this place. Finally. It's my ship's turn. I mean, it only took 5 hours. But, you know, at least we're going now. So long, Boston. Oh my God, that was tough siege, man. Shameful that we gotta leave. Yeah, you said it. Oh, where'd you come from? I'm a sailor. This is my boat. Oh, I see. So, finally going after like a week of, being loaded onto the ships, waiting for good winds, Finally good winds came, and then, oh no, they turned unfavorable again before we could leave, and now we're going again. Well, it could be worse. I mean, we're not being attacked. We weren't attacked by any, like, the rebels, while we were loaded onto the ships. Or at least you guys. The infantry. That is true. I think some city officials 9 days ago, March 8th, sent a letter to the rebel general. I think his name is Washington. I don't know, some like low general or something. And they told him that if the Americans, oh my God, boy, those rebel minds are taking over me. They said that if they don't attack us, then we won't destroy the city, So they didn't attack us, so we won't destroy the city, and so we're on our way, not being bothered by them. Yeah, but it's just the fact we have to do that. Like, in what situation would we have to do that? Where would we resort to that? I mean, we're the British military. We're supposed to be the strongest in the world. And the situation is that the American vessels, rebel vessels, colonist vessels, whatever you want to call them, those blasted things, they keep intercepting our supply ships that want to come to the city, but we're not getting any supplies, and it's a whole thing. And then, what do you know it? Just a few weeks ago, they put up cannons on the Dorchester Heights, and now they can overlook the city and like destroy and like bombard our positions and fortifications and bombard our ships in the harbor, and it's man, I don't like it. Yeah, that's something I didn't like. I mean, we can all agree we didn't like it, but blasted rebels. But anyways, remember when they first put the cannons on top of the heights, overlooking the city, overlooking, the harbor, where they could destroy our fortifications and their fleet stationed in the harbor at any point. Remember the night when they put that in? Dude, I literally already said that. Like, both of those things, how I didn't like it, and like they could overlook the city and our fortifications and ships. This is not like a guy is like putting on a one-man play or something, and then he has to memorize the lines, but then he sometimes like forgets exactly what the other person says because he's doing it in like he's doing the same role in consecutive order, and he has to do the next role after he does all the parts of the first role, and it's not like that. I don't know why you think that. I'm assuming that's what you think, because you just repeated like two things of what I said. Anyways, yeah, and also when the officers woke up, they were all like, "Whoa!" Everyone was like, "Whoa! That was super fast. How did the rebels do that?" After the night they put in those fortifications on the hills. Let's flash back to that.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh my. That is some fortifications, all right. Wow, did they do that overnight or something? Wow, that is, begin to quote, an expedition equal to that of the genie belonging to Aladdin's wonderful lamp.
End quote.
Aladdin and genie, huh? The lamp. I wonder if people in 200 years will even get that reference. What's that? Oh, they will? Excellent. Oh, that was funny. And scary. And scary. Yes. Oh, and do you remember when General Howe was like planning that like assault on the heights, right? But then that giant storm came in, and then like he had to like abandon that plan, just evacuate the city instead. Oh yeah, I remember that as well. Right? Yeah, I mean it was only 11 days ago. Let's also flashback to that.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh wow, this really sucks. Oh man, the storm came by last night and it ruined my plans to assault the heights. Oh man. Now I have no choice but to evacuate. Oh, that sucks. I really didn't want to evacuate. I was super pumped for that, It's gonna be like Bunker Hill the second, I was gonna call it Bunker Hill 2 Electric Boogaloo. But I can't do it no more. Also, yes, I changed my cape. Ah, man, I guess we gotta evacuate now. Man, oh well. Well, let this be. I was not scared to do it, and I'm not using this as excuse. But I just have to, It's just what I gotta do. It has to be this way. Yeah, that would have been a bloodbath. But hey, look on the bright side. Before we left, we burnt down that fort. I think it was called Castle William. It was like a fortress on like an island in the harbor. I think we're passing by it right now. So at least we burned that, so the rebels can't use it when they come into the city. And we took all the fabric from all the citizens, all their fabric, so the rebels can't use it to continue the war as well. We took all their fabric. So they don't use it for like wintry sort of thing, right? The fabric, the things that make up our clothes, our clothes in general, clothes that keep us warm, keep us safe during the winter. We took those things away. I don't know else how to explain that. I don't know else how to convey that. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you understand it? Wait. I think I hear. I think I hear General Burgoyne talking over there. Somehow, let's listen in. Yo, man, John, my boy, how'd those rebels even get those cannons in the first place, dog? I could tell you what happened. All right. Rebels got those cannons from Fort Ticonderoga. I was building suspense. Also, I tripped over my words, so I didn't want to look like a fool, so I layered it in the Fort Ticonderoga. Yes, they took it from Fort Ticonderoga when they captured it last year in May. They carried it all this way over here from New York colony. They put it on those damn heights. I will get my revenge, you hear? I will capture, mark my words, my man, I will capture Fort Ticonderoga again for the British. So no other General Burgoynes can suffer the fate I did. Yeah. Actually, you're not supposed to be here. You actually left the city last December. Shut up! Thanks, my G. You a real one. For real. No cap. On Lord and Christ, Holy Savior God. Or whatever. Dog. I'm sorry that you're not here for this conversation because you weren't actually present during the evacuation, but keep it real, my man. That was interesting. But, yep, sirree. We're on our way now. Finally gone. Oh, that was a tough winter. I am starving like everybody else. As long as we're sailing off, to be bothered by any Americans, I'm just relieved by that. Yes, sir, we are not being bothered by any Americans whatsoever. Colonists, Americans, rebels, say what you want. They'll be ours soon again. We'll put them down. But as long as we're not being harassed by them at this current moment, that's all I really want. That's the British dream.
Yeah.
Preach, preach, yeah.
Yeah.
Preach, my boy, preach,
Yeah, I agree with it.
At least we're not being attacked by any American vessels. Hey, what's that over there?